Hello, Scorpio. It's umomgstore, and this is your someone secretly talking about you tarot card reading. I'm using the astrology reading cards. We're going to use that to figure out who's talking about you, and then we're going to go to a tarot spread, figure out what they be saying. Alrighty then. So here is your first card. Oh snap! Getting a lot of mirroring aspects with people. This energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, and magnetically charming, but also secretive and possessive. But you would know a thing or two about that now, wouldn't you, Scorpio? Because this person is going to be mirroring some of the qualities that you have. Scorpio, when your card comes up first, and your card comes up in your own reading, like first, I'm looking right at you. I'm looking right at you and saying, who are you talking about? Whoever you're talking about might be talking about you. Your next card is fellow planetary ruler, Aries. The energy around you is dynamic and spontaneous. Crusading impulsive action is likely. Aries, Mars, Scorpio, Mars, whatever they're talking about, I feel like there might be some combat energy because Mars is the Lord of War. And so that means conflict, that means aggression, and that means you talking about it. All right, and then okay, we got some compassion in here in the mix. We got fellow water sign to Scorpio, Cancer. This energy is emotional, sensitive, caring, and loving. It may concern family, a mother, or a child. So, let's keep that energy going. We have some conflict energy here, but we got some sensitive and emotional energy there. But what we could be looking at is it a family dispute, family affair, somebody's talking, family's talking? Are you guys talking? Are you guys fighting? Is family fighting? Because Scorpio does rule that 8th house of shared resources, and it does cover like inheritance, and usually there are squabbles around inheritance. Now it may not necessarily be literally inheritance, but maybe talking about what you own, what you have, and what they deserve versus what they go, oh, that should be mine, this should be, this should belong to me. Whatever the combat is, feels like it's a internal-ish family type thing. All right, so now let's have a look using the Golden Universal, my favorite. We are gonna figure out, what are you talking about? We got family in the mix. We got Aries energy, so somebody who's very self-interested. We got Scorpio energy, so betrayal is the name of the game, and you better not. Oh, you better not, right? And lots of water, so there's sensitivity, so there's caring, there's people involved that have it's one of those things where it's like, do you hate something because you care about it so much? Of course. If you didn't care, you wouldn't even have energy to hate it. So I feel like there may be some conflict, but there's some sensitivity at the root of it. So let us look at your tarot spread. We start with the King of Pentacles, which is a card that I pull quite often for Scorpios because you guys are usually in a prominent role within your family, usually somebody to turn to as a reliable source of creativity or just straight up responsibility. Now Scorpios are fixed, and you guys know this, but you guys like to feel stable, and you like to make sure that the people around you are stable if you can, and a lot of people look up to you. And that King energy, that's all on par with the Scorpio energy, if I'm being real. All right, your next card, Queen of Swords, also on par with that Scorpio stinger. The Queen of Swords is a very independent character. She can do her thing on her own, and she's very experienced, and you can't tell her nothing. She can't be jerked around. She cannot be jerked around by no king. But because the Queen of Swords is in reverse, it makes me feel like there's a little bit of excess defensive energy or excess harsh energy. Then we have the Four of Cups, emotional unfulfillment, feeling bored, feeling stagnant emotionally, and not ungrateful, but a little ungrateful. Because whatever's being offered to you, you're like, nah. Maybe in a lack of appreciation for what you have, connections that you have, maybe you're not showing the appreciation that it deserves. Ooh, and this may be why here. Okay, so then we have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands tells me that somebody's looking out there into the distance to see what else is out there. Now, that see what else is out there energy with the 3, if some of you are in relationships, you're maybe feeling emotionally unfulfilled in that relationship, in that connection, and you're wondering what else is out there. Oh my goodness. And then we have the Fool, which means fresh starts, new beginnings. That's on par with that Aries energy, starting up something new. So let's have a look at the reading as a whole. Now, remember when I mentioned Scorpio does not too much care for betrayal, which you already know. It's your thing that if you cross me, no, if you don't cross me, you have the most loyal person you've ever had in your life. You cross me, you prove disloyalty, that's the biggest offense you can do to a Scorpio. And I feel like that puts that Scorpio energy on a pedestal, whether that's you or them. And this Queen of Swords is very contradicting to that energy. Let me take care of you. No, I don't need you to take care of me. I'm very independent. Don't try to be condescending to me. Don't try to act like I'm a damsel in distress type thing, right? So there's this cross dynamic of the Queen and King, which are supposed to come. One's supposed to be the head, one's supposed to be the neck. But there's a little bit of a discrepancy there. He's looking off into the distance and she's upside down and she's like, nah, you can't tell me. Wait, no, that's not the song. I was trying to sing Can't Tell Me Nothing, but that's not it. That's not it. Alright, so then the Four of Cups is emotional unfulfillment. Possibly the king and the queen in this relationship, whether that's you, whether that's even a parental. You're feeling like, oh, for some of you guys, it might be a parental. Because look, you have this maternal motherly type thing here. Scorpio fixed. We have the queen king energy, so it feels like mother father, and then Aries is the kid. So I'm wondering if there's some type of splitting and dividing that's happening, feeling unsatisfied, emotionally unfulfilled in the relationship for some reason, and somebody having a wandering eye, and it makes somebody want to take a risk, a leap of faith, and break off into a new relationship or into a new adventure. And so that's a concerning thing for people who are emotionally not ready for that kind of a thing. But if you're thinking of it, if you had an inkling, if you had a hunch that that's what was happening, then this is providing validation for that. We have 2 water signs here as your themes, and those are very intuitive signs. So it's almost like a, betrayal is the name of my game. You better not. But the fact that you're thinking that may be the reason, or maybe a manifestation of it. Yeah, sure. But you may be picking up on what's going on. Maybe it's how you feel. Maybe it's how they feel. Again, Scorpios at the beginning of this reading, it could be you, could be them. But we know what's being talked about. I don't know how I feel. I don't know. I just want to see what else is out there. I don't even know. Do I even really want to see what's out there? Do I really even want to risk it? Do I really want to take a leap of faith? I don't know. But whatever the decision is, it seems to be sudden. Because the Fool is associated with Uranus. Uranus. And Uranus is a planet of surprise, unexpected changes, networking, friendships, wishes being fulfilled. And from here, this is almost like the wish-making mode, of the desire mode. I'm unsatisfied. I'm wishing out for some new adventures. I'm wishing for energy. I'm wishing for fire. I'm wishing for excitement. Okay? And I know that there's more out there than what I see in front of me. Notice the descension from 4 to 3. Then we go all the way back down to 0. So this is almost like winding back a relationship, or, kind of making it lesser than it was. Like, we're in a relationship. Now it's complicated. Or, it's complicated. Now we don't even talk no more. We barely talk. And so this is about taking a leap of faith here. You could also be dealing with an Aquarius. I mean, we do have Aquarius here, and we do have a Swords here, but that's not, we actually have all the elements here, which is kind of cool. But I think that with the Cancer and Scorpio energy, it definitely speaks to the sensitivity to the matter. So it would make me feel like there's a significant connection where there's a disconnect in the dynamic, or some type of interruption in the dynamic, or some type of just we're running parallel. Okay, you're going left, I'm going right. I don't know what you're trying to do here, but we've grown apart, we've separated, or I've become more independent. And I don't need a king to rule over me, and you're a king and I'm a queen, and I don't take that lightly, but I might have to be enforcing that queendom because you're not treating me right. You're acting like I can't do nothing, or I'm like feeble, and it's emotionally unfulfilling. Capable of more, or I'm not being treated in the queen levels that I should be treated. Either way, emotionally unfulfilled. And with Aries hovering nearby, you would think that it's about putting yourself first, even if it's not in a selfish way. It's like if you haven't valued yourself or your independence, or whoever the fudge is around you isn't valuing it, I feel like there's a special emphasis on, hey, I need to be around and explore people who do care for me in that way, or people who do appreciate that facet of me. And taking a leap of faith, difficult, might be a surprise, might be unexpected, but I feel like it has something to do with self-care and nurturing oneself, doing what you're mom, if she loved you, would suggest you do in order to take care of yourself and find, I guess, that loyalty that you're actually looking for. And I guess with Scorpio and Aries there, you'd say probably someone that can do some healthy sparring, not too much aggravation, not too much irritation, but somebody could, like, you know, let's argue a little bit, but then let's just go to bed, you know, let's be fine. You know, and I think that might be the perfect dynamic here. But I mean, you would kind of think this dynamic was here with the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. But I think there's a little tweak on it that is necessary because emotionally unfulfilled. So even if you have that, I guess, that sparring energy or that little bit of spicy combative energy to you, it still might feel emotionally unfulfilling, and some of you guys might be like, I thought this is what I wanted, but it doesn't feel right to be fighting. I don't want to always be fighting. And it makes me wonder what else is out there. Whatever it is making you wonder what else is out there. And same thing with this, a double dose of, hey, what else? Let's get ready to jump off. Let's get ready to try something new, something different, something exciting, a new journey. All right, so there it is. That is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and some. I was gonna say something. You totally botched that ending. Yes, so if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and share the video if you feel keen to. And if you'd like a personal reading, please check out the description for a link to my website, as well as a link to my Etsy shop where I sell all sorts of candles and metaphysical goods. All right, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.